So, you want to learn how to be a scout main then? Well, I'm here to teach you all about Scout 101. So in this video, I'm going to teach you all about Scout's weapons, how to play them, and generally what's good and bad so you can see if you should pick him up or not. Also, if you couldn't tell, I recently got braces on, so my voice will be very weird, but I'll try and keep it to a minimum so that you can enjoy this wonderful content. Without further ado, let us travel back in time to an age where TF2 has only just released. The year is 2007 and you have just decided to download Team Fortress 2 and play the Scout, unbeknownst to the horrors that lay before this seemingly adorable class.
No, no, no! Ah!
Now, although that little skit I put together in SFM looked a little exaggerated, it perfectly details how playing Scout as a new player feels. It is scary. Demos, soldiers, and heavies are going to be your biggest issue, and you are going to feel like you have just been flashbanged and you are lying there with your legs snapped in half. Now, although Scout has a lot of enemies, he also has a lot of mechanics and tools that can help him in his fight. For example, the scatter gun does 100 damage if each and every pellet hits its target at full close range. And his pistol is a handy little sidearm, which can be very useful if you run out of ammo. And his bat, it's just a bat. You know, doesn't really do much. But his unlocks are very good also. My personal favorite combo is the Soda Popper, Cleaver, and Rap Assassin. This combination allows you to blast them sort of from a distance with the Soda Popper, but its main use with the Cleaver and the Rap Assassin to rack up that hype meter so that you can rush in, jump around a lot, and is especially good at killing snipers. And well, yes, even though unlocks seem to be comparatively not much of a difference when you're going up an entire class that is basically a good counter to you, if you get your whole team or a very large amount of them to be scouts, you can make it the enemy team's nightmares, especially those pesky demos and soldiers. And so without further ado, let me talk about Scout's many variety of weapons. Scout's weapons vary in their purposes. For example, the Babyface's blaster allows you to gain a lot of speed if you're very good at hitting your shots, but getting hit or nicked even once by anything, literally, will basically remove all your boost and leave you like a sitting duck. Then you've got the two clip weapons, the Force of Nature and Soda Popper, which, despite their only having 2 shots in their clip, they are pretty powerful because they have damage and ammo bonuses because they're able to shoot more pellets, and they each have their own purposes, the Force of Nature being able to knock back enemies and the Soda Popper with its hype meter. You've also got some kind of less savory primaries. Do I have to talk about it? Oh, I don't want to though. It's so stinky. Ugh. Oh, the backscatter. The backscatter is horrible. D tier, F tier, no wait, Z tier, yes, Z tier, there we go, that's where it belongs, the scum of the earth. It's very bad. Its stats are less than optimal, and its capabilities are also less than optimal. It deals many crits from behind, but, well, as you can probably guess, TF2's spaghetti code makes it so that behind hits are very awkward, as any spy main can tell you, and so that basically makes it redundant half the time. And now I'm going to talk about Scout's pretty mid of the primary. It's the shortstop. It used to be good. It used to be pretty dang good. You know, you get 20% plus healing from every source, granted only while it was active after a certain patch, but that was fine. And the knockback vulnerability, that was pretty bad, but it wasn't, you know, life-breaking. It wasn't horrible. But they had to go and screw it up by giving him a push, quote-unquote, and get rid of the healing, and, well, to offset that, turn down the knockback to 20% from 40. But, well, that didn't really matter because, well, you know, knockback didn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, you would have gotten flung, but you would have gotten flung in the other direction, or in a direction that would have made it very hard for the demos and soldiers to attack you from. And pyros, well, if they're gonna air blast you, you're getting away from them because pyro and scout is not a good matchup in the slightest. So it was basically nullified, so when they removed the healing and gave scout the quote-unquote push, they were basically nerfing it into the ground to where it is now. Okay, now that we've talked about all of Scout's primaries, let's talk about his arguably more balanced secondaries. You've got the Mad Milk, which is pretty good, you know, gives some healing. The cooldown is a little annoying, but there's nothing wrong with that. You've got the Cleaver, which is a good rack-up weapon. It's good for anything with a bar. And, you know, it does 54 damage directly, so that's pretty good. Plus the bleed is handy. And you've got the Bonk, you know. It's good for flanking, I guess. I mean, but nothing really much to it. It's kind of just mid. You've got the Criticola, which, you know, on paper, it sounds alright, and it really was. It was absolutely broken before it got nerfed. But it's just, the mini crits you take just aren't great, because Scout is already frail, and so adding mini crits on top of that just isn't helpful. And you've also got, you know, the Winger. Wing is alright. Wing is kind of just there. It's good for jumping, I guess. You got the Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol, which is a really good healing weapon. I find, however, that the 3+ healing could be better. I wish it was 5, because then that would actually make a sizable difference to me, who is a person who can't aim that well. And the pistol, all reliable, as I said before, just a good standard weapon. Hello, and for this episode's Shenanigananza, we have 2 very special segments: Buck Spy Adventures and Big Soy Sightings. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please check out all of my others. I've only got 2 others, but they'll be growing soon. Sorry that my upload schedule is very poor. I just have a lot of things on. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and turn on the notification bell. Don't worry, it will only ring every 2 months. Goodbye. This is McDazzle signing off.